put an asterisk on it.
Yeah, it's not often that we can compare metas like that, but this specific instance, I think there's something to be said. Now, Madden's scrambling as he gets to upgrade from his MP9. Zen forward-facing, looking to Decon, just hoping there's not going to be anyone in ladder. Dinks go back and forth. He's dinked, 10 health, 10 health. Nope, he's got lots of health left over. He'll be fine to peek again.
He will do so on the other side. I disbalance. Gonna have to hit that close shot. In fact, both the CTs ready for the close proximity, and there's a bit of a disjointed timing versus Zen. So not only does he get his first kill, but Chopper burns Crystal's Molotov on point. CT's back in with a man advantage, and one better. Crystal's op. Catching the counter sniper. Magic's trying to come in with a clutch here. Fast reaction. So quick, in fact, that he didn't even get the first kill, but still ready for the secondary peak. Godsent survived with 3. That's a huge round for them to pick up.
I love the way that Zen plays this. They actually peel back off of this execute, and then Crystal catches the fallback. Right before this kill, we had Zen, who's playing right beside T-Con. He is taking a gamble, and he's doing it in a 4v3, and it's a very smart gamble. It's when he exposes himself to ladder, but he gets a nice off angle for T-Con, calls out that they're not pushing from ladder, and that's all they needed to do. You know, nets him that first frag. Damage on the second guy results in a molly kill on the fallback, and Ivy gets shut down because they still have the op in play. So a 3v4 won there by Godsent, and this time it's versus an outside take that looked relatively successful at the beginning.
I'm going to raise you on that one, bro. 3v5. 3v5 for Godsent, and it turns around Team Spirit to fall back onto pistols. So that was a pivotal round. Everybody remember number 8. You know, it was looking likely that Team Spirit could have had momentum off of the back of that one. Instead, it shifts.
Yeah, so Spirit win a round inside versus a good setup from Godsent, and then lose a round outside, although they have a better setup versus Godsent. So it seems like, well, it just seems like both teams are playing well from a certain perspective. Zen, top blue, looking for the first kill. There will now be a ladder player, I think, to come and fight him, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, that's the guy box halls.
Doing his own
line
thing.
of sight.
Yeah. I noticed as well, now that I think about the stakes of that last round as well, it's a 3 versus 5, but how many 3v5s are won where all 3 of those players actually also stay up, you know? Not a single death after those initial 2 entries for Spirit. So a door that seemed to have slammed shut, just like this round, but much more understandable here because of the limited weaponries. Crystal, very wary of the B flank. Entirely aware of the possibility, so no surprise that Chopper gets cut down. Now the P250 walking out from T-Con. I like that he's trying to play that surprise timing, but he wants the knife.
They're trying not to kill him.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
That was so confusing for a second. Yeah, he was just trying to delay for time. That would have been really great. I mean, you should have just kept running. That would have been super funny, and it would have also killed him after time. Magis probably would have knocked the kill down if Farlick had the op, so...
I'm not gonna lie, I looked at Farlig for a second, and I really just thought that the observer had changed perspective, and that I was watching CTs run away. And then I realized what's going on, man. Oh, damn, that's fun. Really playing with Farlig, you know, means Godsent, they're comfortable in the moment. You know, that's not a panicky situation, but they have a reason to panic if this one keeps up the tempo, because Team Spirit, they're already charging into the B site, and they're doing it with numbers. Madden in through Z. Crystal activates from down on the bomb site. Good for the first, but the bomb carrier itself is engulfed in flames, and Team Spirit, they could force the issue to the B site, but everybody's here. They've lost their footing, and it's never going to get any easier. Stiko's going to get up close on the smoke. Chopper trying to grab the bombs, making a ton of ruckus. And Stiko even gives himself away here, but he's able to manage through the smoke, so all is good. Chopper with the first one down. Now lays the smoke to try and play off of this. Sees the player on the top side, who then moves, and that's a great idea. Still looking for the headshot is Chopper. He grabs the bomb. Can he get out of here?
I don't know. Yeah,
Farlig.
Don't think so. Farlig. He's got a heavy snipe, man. He does not miss the easy shots. He's pretty beastly. 10-3 so far in the game. They've done well. I actually like the in-between timing from Godsent to come through and to be fast P. Crystal's alone once again. It's not been two-man setups at the get-go. It's been two-man setups after Godsent seek out some information. Don't know if Team Spirit are aware of that, but it seemed to make sense to try to press in a little bit early. But Crystal, shout out to him. He's been doing a good job of staying alive into the retake situations. You know, mainly not dying is sometimes the best thing you can do. And they're earning themselves another eco. 7-3 Godsent. They just look very good. They look very good. I mean, I thought Spirit would be able to take it over the line this time around, but so far Godsent have been doing nothing but impressing us. How'd you like that timing?
Yeah, I like it. I'm a happy man. Many reasons to be happy. This game's been delivering so far, and it's nice to see Godsent putting up that defense because it looked like Team Spirit were going to start chewing through it. Now they're scrambling to find answers. They're scrambling for cash as well. You know, the ecos that they've had to take have definitely allowed Godsent to extend this lead. But I don't want to chalk it up to just that because, look, it's also been great gun rounds. I'm waiting to see a significant shift in the strategy of Spirit, you know? It's like, okay, B-site's been toasted a couple of times, boys. How about that fast T-Con A hit? You know, test the grenades outdoors a little.
I think they totally could. That's probably on the horizon. They have tried the slow out. They also can say that on their slow out T-Con play, they were able to get the first 2 kills. So, you know, that's something where they could be like, well, we could try that again. That worked out actually quite well. Let's just tighten up when we reaggress. We know Zen made this one adjustment. We can keep that in the back of our mind when we try again, and maybe we'll have a different result. I think there's potential there. A bit more love towards Ivy and Ladder as well could be enormous. Jump out here to bait a shot. Mir gets into position. So many grenades come their way, which is nice for the T side. And although they do a slight reset, I think they're not in a bad spot. Oh, okay.
Who the...
Some die young, some self-immolate.
I swear he bounced it off the wall. I'd like a slow-mo of that. If I can make requests. Yeah. You know, sometimes we gotta do a little investigation of our own.
Yeah, we've definitely caught some bugs on this broadcast. Zen loving his awareness so far this match, and in fact, just throughout the whole tournament. I feel like he fills in the gaps better than most CT players that we've seen play recently. Scary spot. Promising for Team Spirit that nobody is old bomb right now. Look at the CTs. 2 of them are looking backwards. 3 even sometimes.
Oh, Farlig just crossed that angle. Yeah, Farlig's trying to call out this offer. He's challenging him. Oh, that is dirty. Let's see if the T's decide to respond off of it. They are. Great pinch in from Magic. Sure, you might have just owned the Opper, but there are more problems for you to deal with. Crystal's going to come out from the ladder room, and down he goes as well. Bonus points to Farlig. Big
Amazing.
Bonus points. You know, I was just thinking to myself, like, yeah, these CTs, they're in awkward positions. Yeah, he bounced that off the wall, man.
Yeah. Bit of a schmaz there. Dude, that shot, I mean, that shot was nice, but they had no response to the Ivy control. Like, Team Spirit were standing at the top of Ivy, like, all right, no one's peeking us, no one's old bomb, no one's peeking the corner, no one's rotating around. Okay, guess we outside split, right? Because that's the whole point of Ivy. Now, to be fair to Godsent, they have pushed down Ivy 3 rounds this game. That just seemed to be the in-between round where Godsent weren't giving it much love. But here they get control of it quickly again, and it's like it's back to B. Crystal up close on ramp this time, though.
Yeah, heard the footsteps. I was going to say, for a player whose, you know, individuals can sometimes be in question, he does make those kinds of confident plays where he throws himself forward and puts himself inside of the tees. Like, the sorts of plays where you're probably going to die, but if you pull it off, you're going to get a couple kills with you. They are going to call out Stiko's flank. Whoa, he gets his crosshair back in place just in the nick of time. Goes ahead and tucks, and he's waiting on the opposite side. Some Die Young gets Crystal and Stiko baited into the peak by Chopper, who cuts him down. 4v3 now, Team Spirit. Still with some nice utility. That smoke could go down ramp to enable them to hit the B site yet again. Because Stiko dies at like that 50-second mark, we see the response in Zen having to come clear deep T spawn. So it is a far rotate from the B site.
They just need to rotate to inner. They've got the double ops. Farlig doesn't really have to watch this for the meantime, but they're staying steady. So Madden, he's got a big job on his hands, not being able to throw grenades for himself. Oh, a couple of great op frags. Looking for 3. He puts him on the board.
And the fourth, gnarly from Madden. I mean, he knew his rotate was far from there. They didn't decide to throw that smoke down in front of him, though, and that's why he gets this first one. You can see Chopper with the grenades. Magic's had a chance to trade. Even Sumdai Young was responsibly just waiting for him to peek back up from the cover. But no, sir, you don't get a chance. If he knows where you're at, he is going to drop you down. That is 16 and 5 for Madden. Awesome 4K hold towards that B site.
You love that. It happens in a very short timing window, but if you look at every single one of those kills, slightly different position every single time. Just beautiful variation on that play. Another eco, potentially mow down here.
Yeah, for the eco going to swing out. Eco's going to get another couple. Bomb's going to be thrown down, and then that split comes in from T-Con. So Madden and Farlig both with scopes up. They know where the danger zone is, so they just hone in on it. A 10th round for Godsent. Excellent CT side. Again, remember that stat line that Elliot was so kind to give us. 60% round win rate on the T side of Train. That should be 9 for Spirit, and yet they are just shooting for a 5th one here in the 15th and final attempt of their T side.
And there's a lot of rounds where Team Spirit, I think they had some good starts, some good executes, some good opening kills, but I don't think Godsent have gotten lucky by any means. I think some of their setups and response have been fantastic. I think all the individual plays have been amazing. Crystal staying alive in B versus the executes gives them hope. The double op setup adjustment early on. Lots of great things to say about the way Godsent have adjusted as well. And the double IV push finally results in a kill. I don't think Team Spirit have found this push once so far this half, and Godsent have done it 4 or 5 times now.
Full belts of utility still for what remains here of Spirit. They've lost to 3v5s. Can they win a 3v5? I disbalanced Mollied out of his position, blinded as well here. So counter-terrorists, because they are still bodies in abundance, do not shy away from using those nades. We're at the 50-second mark, and they're all still waiting for the execute, but it's another B ramp commitment, and Madden in position. Ooh, a near shot over the top of the trains. A second player to take that place. I disbalanced. Wants to find these op frags, and he gets the first, takes the leg shot from the counter sniper, so he is low, and down he goes. Madden looking for his 20th kill in these 15th rounds. If Mir is his final victim, then he's got it. But Farlig, that secondary scope, another great op player here for Godsent. And those 2 snipers that we've seen between Farlig and Madden have had massive impact this half. But they switch over to the T side with a huge lead. 11-4, folks, after the first 15. Please join us after the break.
Try
On May 26th, 2020, Team Spirit took 10 T rounds on Train versus FaZe, while just a match later, Godsent only had 2 CT rounds versus Fnatic. Now, make of that what you will, but I would say 3 days sure as hell made a difference for Team Godsent, and now we have them in a huge lead here on the start of the second half. It's not nearly over, and we know Team Spirit are capable on Train, but it's going to be a long haul if they are to make this comeback happen, and a second round pistol win would certainly kick it off strong.
5 rounds to win the game. Godsent are in pole position by a mile. Team Spirit, as we talked about, Kriegnerf or not, have positive halves on T side, and Godsent have already shut that down. I'm sure they're feeling pretty good as Mir scouts out on T-Con to see if there's any pushes. And it looks like he's kind of found Sanctuary. We'll actually go a step farther. Crystal aiming a little bit too high there. Reactions would have been another problem, but it was a sliver of an angle, so at least he doesn't die. Godsent peel back off of Ivy. What is the plan? It looks like they just had a feeling that Team Spirit would try to push. They found that avenue of interest. And look at Team Spirit. They are so far back on the site. Keeping these long distances with the USPs could be the antidote.
Ooh, deep Ivy smoke coming out of Crystal. That one pops first. Blocks off a lot of vision. Crystal gonna use the most of that smoke. Understanding that a CT could be tucked behind Ivy, but Crystal smoke just enables him to literally sprint and put that bomb in. I mean, we do have Chopper coming over the top of the Train, and Crystal good for a second. He is near the one-man army in this pistol, setting up his own bomb plant, killing the players that tried to push him, and leaving Team Spirit in an awful position. It was the 2v5 post plant. It all crumbled. Godsent picking up second pistol and taking that momentum they had in the first, using it right away here.
Look at that. There's so many shots missed by Chopper. He unfortunately drops a shot on the head and gets killed by the guy he was shooting at, who was trying to plant the bomb. Crystal turns that into 2 kills, and that's the turning point. Of course, the bomb could have got stopped. Chopper could have potentially got another kill as his teammate was preoccupied with a different angle. There's a lot of ways that Team Spirit could have won that round. Unfortunately, everything went wrong in a series of unfortunate events.
Double scout, 3 deagles, smoke, and a frag. That's what Team Spirit are going to come in with. This is going to delay their full-fledged buy round, so let's hope that they can do what Godsent did and upset in the second, but no sir. Crystal again going to get on the board first.
Madden looked like he was scrambling to get on the ladder.
Yeah. Get out of my way, man.
Nothing wrong with some toes, am I right? Okay. It's a B-side exec.
Completely open for the taking.
First. Yeah.
Nothing at all. Team Spirit, I mean, listen, they were able to avoid losing one of those scouts in their first casualty, so why not just take this away and bring it into round 18?
Mm-hmm. I like the way that Sumdayong dodges the nades. I feel like not enough people go out of their way because they want to try to remain inconspicuous. They like take a couple steps back and then eat like 40 damage. Sumdayong's like, no, I'm getting out of the doorway. I know this nade won't hit me. And he survives 3 and then comes back. That's a nice kill for a bad gun. It's almost a sabotage sometimes when the CTs are going to buy to have picked up a MAC-10 because they're like, I don't want to waste money upgrading. But if I lose this round, we might lose the game. However, this next round, of course, would have been a full-on pistol by they're going to recycle the scouts, and so it is only a boon.
This was that movement you were talking about, dodging the first nade, dodging the second volley. Still runs into the MAC-10, but you know what? Mir gets that MAC-10, and remember that if I'm not mistaken, Mir was a part of the Vega squadron that kind of taught us all that the banana MAC-10 rush is a possibility.
Totally.
So he could be a fiend on this weapon. He definitely moves forward quickly. He's going to regain his vision, and that should have been heard.
This could get him killed. Oh my God, Madden. He's not even clearing this. This is one of those weird ass situations. Mir has pushed in. Wow, it's not even in favor of the CTs at all. He's going to get this kill. Magis is like, what are you watching? How is this possible? And now it's turned into an outside exec as they've only rotated as far as ladder. They could just drop down. Zen is trying to watch this. Zen doesn't know someone's pushing on him. Chopper gets the information first, but it's, again, just another couple unfortunate events for Team Spirit.
Yeah, Mir, his position was still unknown, so he also comes in with the element of surprise. Farlig trying not to die, close versus the SMG, gonna burn him out into the open, and the counter-terrorist starting to fall. It's only SDY left over. He's connecting with the Deagle, and oh, both the players back there incredibly close. He dodges the shrapnel, and he's looking for his kills, but down he goes. 14th round from Godsent. That disjointed timing that was feeding information to the CTs. You heard them sprint away from the bomb site as if no one could hear them, and Madden had it all. The information, name of the game. Sumdai Young trying his damnedest back with that Deagle, but it all unfolded the moment Madden activated on A.
Such an unlucky timing. Such an unlucky timing. If Mir had turned around and thought that someone had stuck out to Sandwich, I mean, that's it. But since he doesn't do that, they get called out. Whoa, nice tag and nade. Crystal's out. He has been doing a great job entering. I think he was one of the players holding a MAC-10 into this round, so not the biggest loss in the world. And I like how Godsent are establishing in this T side by using one player to deny any IV presence. No push down will come. No pushes coming on any other part of the map. Team Spirit don't have a lot of reasons to push, though. They're upper man, and they have the double up setups to fall back on.
Yep. The one real gun round that they get to have before Godsent could possibly secure overtime. So I'm very happy to see that double sniper come out of it. I'm very happy to see that second op fall into the hands of Magix. A young, talented, potential star. There are a lot of them in the CIS region. There's also a lot of them in Denmark. So that's why we keep our eyes on Farlig here for the other side. He is the bomb carrier at the moment, also the op wielder. But eye disbalance is going to cut off the player above. Now remember, all the while Zen, he was trying to get out from Pop Dog, but he's cut down over towards the A site, so it does very much fall on Farlig. He jumps onto the site, prioritizes plant, gets that injection of cash, and is now going to try to win the post plant. It's a big clutch attempt. Takes a little bit of damage first. Chopper gets blown away close, but that is still the 5th one for Team Spirit. It's a long road to make this comeback happen, but it starts with a double op setup, and that looked good.
Yeah, it's a long, tumultuous, winding, uphill, cold, shoeless road to get back to even a tie at this point. But it's a good round overall, 5v4 to kick things off on that nice tag and nade combo towards T-Con onto Crystal. And then from there, they press their advantage. So well done. The full buy-in, though, is here. Godsent, no MAC-10, no Deagle on Sticko. Don't even know how that happened. And it'll be a bit more difficult for Spirit to pull this off. It'll be quite telling if they do. Great shot. It's Farlig. We know how comfortable he is taking those dry duels. Not surprising that eventually it doesn't work out. But he's almost so comfortable that he pre-fires these long-distance, tight angles versus great oppers and expects to win, which is a level of confidence you love to see. But again, no surprise, it doesn't always work.
Little drop down here from Stiko. He's already starting to get engaged by 2 CTs. So outnumbered, outgunned, and dead. Zen going to answer back with his op, but this is a 2 versus 5.
Yeah, they go from losing their opening kill to suddenly not looking like a team. Godsent just start to push out all these aggressive lurks and hope that they win, I guess. Would have liked to see a bit more team play in the 4v5 situation. Just because you lose the opera is obviously not the end of the world. Sticko does make good ground. We see one player get out of T-Con. But yeah, it seemed like the IGLing just stopped as soon as they lost one player.
Yeah, just trying to play that pick off spawn didn't quite work for them. Madden, well, he's going to cut down eye disbalance and had a chance at the follow-up frag. Zen unable to find an angle all the while. Hey, but he does clear the guy from the B site, and he could sprint over. Now, he could sprint down B or come down the ladder. Those are going to be the 2 1v1s he could opt for. And with the smoke, yep, it's going to be ramp. He's just going to have to flash past, try to make the jump over, or get the pick. That would have been huge. Imagine a world where he kills Sumdai Young, bomb plants, and then has the 1v1 in the post. It could have been the round 1. But it falls short, and Spirit keep trucking.
Yeah, that goes from 60-40 for the CTs to 40-60 if he gets this 1 kill. someday. Oh, seeing that leg stick out. See how far that foot just stuck out. I was like, it was so weird. So that feels like I didn't expect to see that much of a leg. The run out here with just the pistols, no utility whatsoever on this round.
Nice grenade.
Quality grenade, baby. Very nice.
More of that, please. They're going to try. And you got to give them credit for trying. If they can come down the ramp with a little gusto, maybe they don't all die in 5 seconds. But that's looking like the world we live in. Oh, great grenade. So much damage done. They are going to try and sprint past this. Chopper cleans it up. A flawless round from Spirit.
Now I would have loved Godsent to have not won that pistol and maybe had a worse half, and then we'll really see how good Team Spirit are. CT side looks pretty good so far. Adding up to 22, man. He goes unnoticed because of the more popular players and the better players on the team, but the results speak for themselves. He clearly can frag out. Had that probably the best round of the game with that 4K hold on the B site with the op, and he's not even an opper. These are things that you love to see. Did Sticko take a risk there and walk down the ladder, or did someone go out T-Con and hold the cross? I don't know, but this is a big amount of information gained. However, someday I'm aware, trained on the angle. And look at these lurks, man.
Oh, wow. What the? Zen finding Idis balance with his attention turned, and nobody was watching Ivy. That was an absolute total free walkout. They were so preoccupied with moving forward. And to be fair, that advanced front line is the reason they catch Stiko on the side of the smoke, but it left them susceptible to this. Madden's even going to take the boost. Got to be cautious if you're Madden here, or Chopper, excuse me, because yeah, he's going to walk into Farlig's scope.
Farlig doesn't have a reason to move, but we'll see if he gets a bit lazy. He comes in, and now the push. Farlig, oh, he ends up dying to the op, or to the rifle, excuse me.
Bomb goes down. Zen did a good job of clearing the office, but we are still left in the 2v2. A molly that plumes in the sky. So it's not actually going to burn off the Z peak. Zen, he's going to get shot at, so he's got a good inkling as to what's up. And all of this buys time for Crystal to go get the explosives. But now he's going to have to come in with the 1 versus 2. Sure, he's got that bomb, but he's also swinging the op. 20 seconds on the clock, and both of the CTs deep on Old Bomb. This is his round to win. Goes for the flash over on Ivy. He's crossing away, getting some distance between him and that bomb, seeing the heads, missing the first shot. He's going to have limited chances, and both come up empty-handed. It is Team Spirit with an 8th round on the board.
Not a bad attempt there by Crystal. He took a lot of small risks, jumping towards the spot Z, flashing to peek Ivy. I like how he played it, you know, but couldn't hit those tough shots. But this is all about Chopper, man. Chopper kills Farlig, who's holding the angle, who you'd never expect to lose a duel versus even another op that peeks him. And he destroys Farlig, who's doing nothing else but waiting for that peek. And then he comes and he kills Zen, who makes a great play to isolate him after mollying out Z. Comes and peeks the bomb train into Old Bomb, and Chopper has to do this 45-degree flick upwards, and he still is able to instantly headshot Zen. So totally bailed Spirit out in that situation. Really well done. These lurks are crazy from Godsent. It feels like their whole game plan is based around these T-side lurks, and it's working. It's actually...
Wow, that's massive. I mean, just kills across the feed in a mere matter of seconds. They were even down. They were losing those initial duels, but the trade frags were so successful. Let's enjoy these replays for a moment. Zen, he comes out, sees 2 players both preoccupied with T-Con, and then the third man in Z? Well, excuse me. How dare you just bombard that A site? 15 rounds up for Godsent, and I mean, just by the nature of the timing in those last few rounds, I never expected something so fast, but it seems to have worked, and Godsent could very well try to follow up with another. The smoke in front of Crystal slows him down. That first fight on T-Con has already come to a close. There is that chance for Chopper to aggress up the B site, but instead he holds, and he calls for Idis balance to rotate over. The 1 op, 1 sniper left in this setup. It's been a key piece for Spirit since the gun rounds got going. And oh, baby, there's a world where they extend into the box halls.
This is a counter, honestly, the CTs. Whoa, they're waiting for it. Zen had a chance. Good trade by Sticko, but there's still an op on the B site. Where the rotates go after they see someone push out of ladder is the question. They've got the attention of Z. They're hoping I-Disbalance can hold this, basically.
Oh, he's gambling.
Godsent going to upper. Wow, that could be a smart move. There's still a Z player, however, and he's got an op, I think. Oh, no, he doesn't.
No, yeah, that's the thing is like it could be dangerous to go upper, but it's more so dangerous if the sniper is back at this position. With I-Disbalance on the bomb site, had they actually just committed to the top shelf, that's a great duel. But they do double back, and yeah, Whoa is right. Team Spirit forfeiting B, and in doing so, this tasks SDY with holding the B bomb site. And like we said, he's not the opper. At this distance, it's just going to be AKs challenging him. He doesn't want to really hyperextend because that's why. Farlig has the weapon advantage. I-Disbalance is going to come back into the bomb site, trying to get this even as fast as he can. Farlig hyperextending, looking for these fights, looking to close map 1 with double the round count of what Team Spirit have been able to put up. Crystal's up close. He's going to get his head popped. Disbalance in with the op frag. Farlig has everything to do, and he is toppled. This one's not done yet. Team Spirit, the 2v3 works, and they're going to get to save that double sniper.
They didn't have to be all the way out there, but they still could have won. It was just a fantastic round from I-Disbalance. The setup adjustment seemed a little bit strange. Now, of course, we see that Godsent the entire time have set their eyes on B, and their intention is to go B. They're just going to do it delayed. But whoever asked for the rotate, I feel like almost put the round in jeopardy. Whether it's some Dayoung who said, I'll watch inner with this rifle from Z, which would be a great position for an op, or I-Disbalance who's like, I think for sure they're going outside. I'm going to go old bomb and hold down this ladder angle. It seemed a bit strange. Now, I'm sure they were just very concerned about the fact that Godsent have been lurking like crazy, so they didn't want to get caught off guard on a ladder guy swinging on Z, maybe. So maybe that's why. But overall, yeah, that got so airy. Another opening kill outside, nice and quick as well. Crystal making a ton of space. They're a flash to help him out in this situation. It looks like he's going to push through, and it's a perfectly placed flash.
Yep, hold is solid so far. Double smoke, 3 flashbangs left, and they're going to use one to extinguish the flames. Aha, SDY finding that angle over towards the ladder room, so it's not getting any easier for Godsent. Stiko low health. Farlig dangerous as ever, but he's still back at a distance. Stiko's going to find the timing, clotheslines SDY. Magic's on the other side of the smoke, gives him a chance to get close, but peeks in, shuts that down. Now Farlig spotted and legged. The USP swap's good enough. Team Spirit to double digits, only 5 rounds making the difference. The CT side is working, but they have 0 margin for error.
0 margin for error. They've almost lost this game twice now in the second half alone. And they already had a very bad first half. There's a chance that Godsent could easily win a round, especially considering their style is to like go for all of these lurks. They're comfortable 5-man lurking, 4-man lurking, just testing out if anybody can get like a spray transfer entry, basically. And it seems to be good enough. That's the sphere for Team Spirit. They've got to watch too many things to keep up with Godsent. And all not
Eagles?
on this round.
Deadly. Hey man, we've seen train games finish with the pistols.
No,
You're no stranger.
Oh, Sticko. Big Sticko. He's doing the flush alert. This is Olaf, the Z train. Sticko flanks him.
Dude, there's no way Chopper knows either.
No, he's dead, man. He's dead meat.
Knife,
is this a knife? No.
Whoop. Doesn't decide to go for the gun right away, so he's still tasked with the deagle. Slips by, trying to find timing versus Mir, but he loses his head. So sure enough, the bomb plant comes off of it, and look how forward the terrorists are, but nobody for Godsent has been able to get their hands on that rifle. So still well equipped for the retake. Mir's about to walk into 2 bodies. They could line up. He could mow them down, and all of a sudden, it's looking good. Yes, sirree. I-Disbalance in with the flash assist. It makes it all the easier. A 3rd kill from Mir's retake, and it all falls on Zen. P250, but time is the biggest issue. He's inside of the smoke with I-Disbalance, but he can't find the knife. The stick's being stuck. No. Zen. Oh, he gets
Wait, could they lose? No. Oh my god. 1 second and 1 health on I-Disbalance, and Zen walks by him knifing like ships in the night. Like some carnivorous centipede just walking through, slicing the air, hoping that someone would be in front of him. And he was so close.
ungodlike for him to just stick that smoke. It comes down to the millisecond. Oh, if he had been able to knife the diffuser off of it, then it's GG. But instead, he comes through with the P250 kill on the coverer of the smoke and just couldn't find him in time. Okay, if that doesn't make you feel like you were on the brink of defeat for Team Spirit, then I don't know what will.
No, yeah, these guys are standing they're standing on the plexiglass at the top of the CN Tower looking down right now. Like every moment of their life is fear, because it's come so close.
And with no tactical pause, all of them have to kind of reset the heartbeat, take a deep breath, refocus. 16-12, 16-11, still a very real possibility. But this one's not over yet. And the early damage versus Godsent, well, that's just going to bolster Team Spirit here in the 27th round. This is the commitment. There's no way they fake. It's right down ramp. Chopper in position over by the spools. He's going to chip away the HP from so many of these players. But a smoke grenade to cross. An Idis balance with the op, not the best weapon for this, and he misses the shot versus Tico. This is going to give space to the bomb plant unless Magic comes up big. They do have the flank wrapping round. Madden and Crystal both in the depths of the box halls, kind of welcoming this attempt, but Stico, he's actually also moved past the train lane, and yet the flank is still successful. Crystal's waiting for it. But Mir gets the best of him. Mir, quick headshot. Now knowing that there's another opper up there, but Stico's been spotted and they've got it. Another retake here for Team Spirit. It looked like Godsent had just slipped through the cracks, whether that be back behind train or up above on shelf, but it comes up short again. 3 more rounds.
Wow, they could really do this. Holy smokes, man. These are on a knife's edge every single time. Magus drops this. I think it's maybe his Idis bouncer. Magus drops a flick. I think on Stico, who's walking out behind the bomb train, and then they're like, oh, well, this is the time. For the first time, you have Godsent playing the normal post plant positions inside the box halls. On the ramp, watching upper, playing together instead of push forward, waiting to die early, and they don't do it this time. Though they were low HP. So it's still scary. It's honestly not like Godsent are just going to blow this whole lead now. You still see how many situations they're getting themselves into that are favorable, despite their HP.
Yep. And the thing is when you've had 3 or 4 of those ridiculously close rounds, you just have to remind yourself, keep that up. You only need 1. This whole comeback from Team Spirit doesn't matter if you just get 1 more. If you let this slide into overtime, everything's back in question. 3 more attempts. And they're very well equipped here in the 28th round. SDY is going to take the initiative off of the flash, clears out ladder room. Stico is holding him above, though. 45 seconds.
And Stico, he only has a smoke is the problem. He can't flush him backwards for Farlig to kill, but they know he's in ladder, so they can keep eyes on him.
Damn, Crystal
they're making a lot of progress, wrapping hell already. Look at this outside site. They've got the perimeter on lockdown.
Yeah, Magix, he's going to be feeling really pressured. Mir's trying to give cover. SDY gets blindsided, and Farlig comes in with another op. It's going to have to be the 3 versus 5. Magix just trying to tuck into the bomb site, hits the bomb carrier. Oh, and it's getting scarier because he's in with another frag. It's a 2 versus 2. It's even. 10 seconds left. Stico, he picks up that bomb, clears Chopper from the closest part of the smoke, and they know where Magix was last at. He peeks and dies. Zen gets it done, and Godsent push this one over the line. 16-12 on train. An awesome comeback attempt coming out of the boys on Team Spirit, but Godsent do it. They open up with a map 1 win.
I'm shocked. I'm surprised. I'm excited. I mean, that match is so close, so exciting all the way through the second half. I'm so glad it got to that point, and Team Spirit showing us they've still got fight left in them.
Well, they've got more games to play. We will throw this one to the break, be back with an analyst, and then, of course, map 2.
it's me, Lily from AT&T. I'm back, working from home, and here to help.
Hey Lily, I'm hearing a lot about 5G. Should I be getting excited?
Depends. Are you gonna want faster speeds?
I will.
More reliability?
Oh, also yes.
Better response times?
Definitely.
Are you gonna be making sourdough bread?
Oh, is that 5G related?
No, it's just like, why is everyone making sourdough now? But yes, you're gonna want 5G.
AT&T is building 5G on America's best network. Visit att.com to learn more.
Lately I've been reminiscing, thinking about our time, wondering if the feeling's real or is it all just in my mind? Cause you never gave me nothing, you just left without a trace, and your touch left me guessing, trying to fill this empty space. But I said I'm not gonna let this break me. I said I'm not gonna let it say. That you think about him, even in our private time. And tell me when you say my name, was it really him on your mind? I don't know how you do it, pretending like you care. I'm questioning my intention. How could you say, how could you dare? But I said I'm not gonna let this break me. I said I'm not gonna let it say. I'm not gonna let this break me. No, no. I don't normally go on this way, but I never been hurt like this. Now I understand what they mean when they say that love's a bitch. Well, I guess I'm only human, and I'm bound to make mistakes. I've been this way for way too long. There's only so much I can take. But I said I'm not gonna let this break me. I said I'm not gonna let it say. I'm not gonna let this break me. No, no. Said I'm not gonna let this break me. Said I'm not gonna let it say. Said I'm not gonna let this break me. No, no.
An explosive first half saw Godsent walk away with an 11-4 lead against Spirit. Spirit were able to wake up when we went over to the second half, but it certainly wasn't the Spirit we were used to seeing throughout this tournament. They struggled, they tried to make a comeback, but it just wasn't meant to be. Godsent take the win on their opponent's map pick. Nuke is coming up next. And if this game is anything to show us, we are in for a wild ride once again. It will take some incredible heroics from the likes of Spirit. It will require them to wake up to take Nuke. We've seen them play it oh so well. But guys, woohoo, I'm a little bit shocked by what Spirit had to offer there.
Man, Spirit, they just can't escape the drama, right?
No.
I mean, just coming into this series as well, the dramatic ending. But I gotta say, you know, Spirit, the reason I fell in love with this underdog story was the fire that they had in their individuals, just the ability to turn a lost round into a round win. And you started to see that in that second half, but where were they in the first half? You know, in the first half, it seemed like Spirit, they didn't want to lose more than they wanted to win. And you saw that playing out consistently time and time again. They were actually in 4 versus 3 scenarios, 5 versus 3 scenarios even throughout that first half. So they were finding the picks, but they just fell apart towards the end there. And that's the kind of fire that I wanted to see. You know, the other day in their series versus FaZe, we had Chopper. Anytime he found an opening, anytime he found a hole, he took full advantage of that. And in this series, in the first half, anytime they found themselves with an advantage, they didn't want to lose. They didn't want to give up those advantages. So it just wasn't enough in that first half.
Yeah, it really wasn't. Now, Pim, you've got a stat helix for us once again, and we're going to be looking at a round-defining moment here, which helped Godsent secure this win.
Yeah, and I'm glad Christine brought it up because she's spot on. It wasn't like Spirit didn't find the opening.